Snapchatting, rumbling, fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. Happy Friday, fuckers. Your reward for making it to the end of the week is another colon-tingling episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation, the Friday wrap-up. Before we get tonight's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I am drinking my favorite non-alcoholic libation this evening, Diet Cherry Pepsi, the non-racist soda. Taste of a new generation. You know, I used to love Cherry Coke, but, until they got all fucking racist, making their employees less white, telling them to be less white, I just, completely jumped ship. I haven't even touched the Coke product, and I can't tell you how long, with the exception of that pre-canned Jack and Coke, which I do love. But Pepsi Cola has actually always been my preference over Coke. I was always a Pepsi kid. It's also the preferred soda of the king of rock and roll himself, yes, Elvis Aaron Presley. And as an extra added bonus, I'm enjoying my Diet Cherry Pepsi in the official Friday wrap-up Yeti cup. Huh? How about that handsome face on the face of my cup? Look at that, huh? I salute to drink up and be somebody. Crisp, cold, and refreshing. At least I keep telling myself that. Okay, what a week. Well, it's been 25 fucking days dry. 5 days to go. 5. Tuesday is the magic day. And I'm not going to get completely fucking inebriated on Tuesday. I don't even know if I'm going to even drink. Okay? If I go out to dinner, maybe I might have a nice cocktail, maybe pour myself a little nightcap. But Tuesday is the day I'm off the wagon. Okay, I gotta say, in all honesty, this wasn't as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I am a stubborn bastard and I have a lot of willpower. But it wasn't that bad. Honestly, I really didn't miss it. People thought I was gonna go fucking mentally irregular, more so than usual. I have to say, I am a little nastier, sober. But that's just my human nature. Has nothing to do with alcohol. But it doesn't. I could still go to a bar, sit there, I'll either drink a non-alcoholic beverage, a soda, or espresso, whatever. But yeah, it really hasn't bothered me. I haven't missed it. It doesn't mean I don't miss it, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to be happy to start imbibing again. But it was interesting. I proved I could do it. Never fucking tell me I can't do something. So there you go. There's that. Okay, what else this week? Holy shit, what a fucking week. Oh my God. I mean, this fucking kid at work this week ass raped the fucking toilet. Okay? This fucking Jew kid. Now, there's different levels of Jewishness. Okay, or Jewiness. Alright, there's the normal Jews that usually they're in plain clothes, they integrate nice, they're fine, okay? And then you got, the Hasids with the curls and the yarmulke, and then you got, the Orthodox Jews, okay, which are, Hasid light. They still got to run home before sundown. They still wear a yarmulke. They don't look disheveled or inbred. They don't have the payas. They're not davening all the time, but they're still annoying, okay? And then, of course, you got, like I said, the renegade Jews that, they're all fucking tatted up. They can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. Good friend of mine. He's half Jewish. He's half a renegade Jew. He's like that. But this kid, I don't know what the fuck he was. I don't know if he was a Hasid that couldn't grow a fucking beard because he was wearing the uniform, or if he was an Orthodox Jew that thought he was a Hasid. All I know is, I don't know what the fuck these people eat. Okay? I don't know. All the lox and cream cheese or something. This son of a bitch, he comes into the place this week on Monday to start. And the first thing he has to do every morning is take a shit. I don't understand. Do this at home. What the fuck? I take a shit before I take a shower in the morning. Okay? Like a regular person. He comes into the place, puts all the stuff down, goes into the bathroom, and his ass fucking erupted in a barrage of fucking misery that clogged the fucking toilet up so bad. He comes in and goes, I think there's something wrong with the toilet. So I go look. There was fucking shit water up to the edge, right? It was just just like a cunt hair over the lip. I mean, like if you would have went, there would have been shit water all over the floor. Just, it wasn't even brown. It was like almost black. Ugh, they were fucking, there were things floating. I opened the door, and I shut the door, and I went, holy shit, we better call somebody. Now, normally, I would just go in there and plunge. I didn't even want to go near it with a fucking plunger, okay? Call the super. He couldn't come till after 4 o'clock. This poor guy now, the stink was just, it was like something, like a rotting it's like a dead mermaid, okay? Like a rotting fish corpse in August in Staten Island. I mean, it was an indescribable smell. It was just the most horrendous fucking thing I ever. This fucking guy. So the super comes. He looked at it. He goes, "Oh, mira, I can't do nothing. You gotta call a plumber." This fucking fat ass Jew ruined 4 lives this week. The fucking bathroom was out of order till fucking Wednesday. God, by the time the plumber comes up now, poor fucking plumber. Okay, now he didn't know what he was in for. Thankfully, I'm not stupid. Guy comes up, young black kid. He had called and said he had a snake. The toilet was fucking clogged, whatever. So he comes up and he has the auger, the big snake. And I said, how much to snake the toilet? He goes, $60. I said, yeah, no problem. I said, the bathroom's right this way. I opened the door and stepped back because I didn't want it to hit me in the face. It caught this kid in the face. He went, oh. And he looked at it and went, oh, shit. He was thinking, man, why'd I fucking tell this motherfucker $60? He should have charged me $600. I would have paid it. He was in there for 20 minutes with this fucking snake. He came out, he looked like he waged war with the devil himself. I said, how we looking? He goes, yeah, it's all done. He goes, it was clogged. I mean, if you can't plunge it, right? Because the super said he tried to plunge it because there was shit water everywhere. The guy must have went home and took a soaking shower. If your toilet gets so clogged that you can't fucking plunge it, that means you have like a cake of shit wedged into the fucking drain pipe. That this guy had to go in with an industrial strength fucking snake and just grind it all up now the bathroom looked like a fucking crime scene. Okay, it looked horrible. I felt so bad because, my girl had to clean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, I can't even fucking help you. And, she cleaned it, sterilized it. I felt bad for this girl. And then, it hasn't been right since. It's like the Amityville horror of fucking toilets. The fucking thing was spotless. Next morning I go in, there's streaks, brown streaks, all through, like it's bleeding from the jets. I go flush it, and blue shit particles. Every time you flush it, fucking little crumbs of shit come out of the thing and fill up the bowl. Like this kid shit so fucking much that it plugged up every fucking orifice in his toilet. Okay? This son of a bitch, I hope he fucking dies. 4 lives he ruined with his fucking ass. And all day long he's eating fucking berries. Berries! Berries don't do that. I'm sorry. Okay? Oh my God. What a fucking ordeal. There's 2 things that I absolutely cannot stand the fucking sight of. My own blood and shit. Like, I can't deal with the look, the smell. That's why I'm glad I never had kids. Because I could never fucking change a diaper. If my life depended on it, I wouldn't be able to change a diaper. Okay? I mean, when I used to watch my nieces when they were little, I used to tell their parents, look, make sure these kids they're all cleaned out. Like, I don't do diapers. I said, your kid's shit. You're gonna find them in the fucking bathtub. I can't deal with it. Okay, I can't fucking deal with it. Nope. It's just terrible. Fucking horrible. Anyway, Super Tuesday was this week, and Nikki Haley finally dropped out after getting trounced by Donald Trump. She lost every state but one and called it a success. What the fuck kind of... I'm sorry, she won two. She got D.C., which that wasn't on Super Tuesday. That was, I think, the weekend before. But and she called, which no big surprise that she got Washington D.C. It's all the fucking Democrats voted for her to try to keep Trump out of the primary, but that wasn't going to happen. This woman had never, from day one, had no clear path to victory. She just wasted all of her donors' money. That's basically what she did. And she's like, well, it was a success. Bitch, how was it a success? You fucking lost. Okay? You never had it. You never even were close. Fucking people have got fucking delusional. I don't understand. So, yeah, Trump clinched it. And, you know, chinless, gutless Mitch McConnell even gave Donald Trump his endorsement like he fucking needed it, right? Anyway, I realized the other day that Easter is at the end of the month. So just add that to the cacophony of holidays for March. St. Patty's Day, Steak and Blowjob Day, which is next week, by the way, Steak and Blowjob Day, the 14th, for those of you keeping track. Then you got the Italian Father's Day, St. Joseph's, and of course now you got Easter, okay, at the end of the month. I guess Jesus, now, again, usually, I don't understand the Catholics. So just pick a fucking Sunday and make Easter that Sunday every year, all the time, like Thanksgiving, right? Okay? Like, this year, usually it's in April. Okay? I don't remember fucking, at least not for a very long time, Easter being in March, at the end of fucking March. I guess Jesus can't wait to come out of his tomb and predict an early spring. Anyway, kids, Groovin with Jesus, creepy colonoscopies, and bail reform. Get ready, baby. Away we go. Okay, on the persecution of Donald Trump. So the Supreme Court ruled this week that the states cannot kick Trump off the ballot. They have no power to interfere in federal elections, only state elections. Plus, the man was never charged with an insurrection, tried for an insurrection, or convicted of an insurrection, okay? So states can only influence. They can only pull someone off the ballot on a state election. They do not have the power to interfere in federal elections, so says the state Supreme Court. And it was unanimous. All nine, even the fucking Democratic Supreme Court judges, they all fucking ruled unanimously. So yeah, fuck it, Biden. The Supreme Court also decided to hear Trump's immunity case, where he can't be prosecuted for anything he's done as a president. And they agreed to hear the case like whenever they have time to get it on the docket, which who the fuck knows when that's going to be, which delays deranged special prosecutor Jack Smith's election interference case indefinitely. I guarantee you they're probably not even going to get to hear the fucking immunity case until probably after the election, okay? Which at that point it would be too late. Trump clinched Super Tuesday, as I said, by a fucking landslide. I mean, it wasn't even, it was brutal. By a landslide, okay? He had every state in the Super Tuesday primary but Vermont. Because Vermont's a liberal state, you know? So, you know, we had every state but Vermont. But you know what? Vermont is filled with Democrats and maple syrup drinkers and people who like cheddar cheese. They eat a lot of cheese, okay? We don't like cheese. We don't eat cheese. Cheese stops you up, okay? It makes you unable to poop. We like people who can poop, okay? Donald Trump likes to poop, all right? I don't eat cheddar cheese. I only eat cheese on my cheeseburgers, maybe a pizza. But I'm very regular, okay? I have 2 bowel movements a day. People of Vermont, losers. They're all morons. They can't poop, okay? The hell with them. We don't need them. And the Republican National Convention elected Lara Trump as co-chair. So good. That's nepotism at its finest right there. I'm happy about that. Here's one we haven't done in a while, the Hokel Hoedown. So, every so often, our illustrious governor likes to pop her head up and fuck something else up. So Horseface Hochul is going to deploy the National Guard and the state police in an effort to help reduce crime on New York City subways. Crime that they helped create by defunding police, initiating bail reform, not actually locking criminals up, like letting people murder people on the fucking subway going, okay, come back tomorrow. So it's getting a little out of hand, apparently. Just a little. So she gave a press conference because, it's an election year. And she's like, we want to show the people in New York that we're tough, that the Democrats are tough on crime too. Really? A little too fucking late, huh? Okay, so they have the National Guard and the state police doing bag checks, like checking people's bag for weapons. Okay? So if you're one of these people that's carrying a weapon to protect yourself from all these fucking criminals, you're not going to be able to run the subway. They may even introduce possible metal detectors. But like I said, they created this problem. So for them to posture and go, we're gonna be tough on crime. Fuck, you're the one created the crime. Okay? This is all political pandering. All right? Bullshit. Everybody wants insurance after the house is on, while the house is on fire. Okay? Nobody wants to buy a homeowner's policy before the house catches fire, only when it's engulfed in flames. This is exactly the same shit. Okay? Yeah, ridiculous. Okay, kids, on another Biden blunder. Well, just like Donald Trump, Joe Biden clinched Super Tuesday as well. He won the Democratic primary, but he didn't win it by the same margin that Donald Trump won. Like, Donald Trump, his main opponent was Nikki Haley. And every fucking state, except the loser state of Vermont, he won it by a fucking landslide. Like, it wasn't even, it was 75-12. Like, it wasn't even close. Now, Biden clinched the Democratic primary, but not with the same fucking margin. Like, he had a very small margin, and he was running against no one. You get that? So, people would go into the primary, and they'd see Biden or undecided, meaning, flip a coin. And more people voted fucking undecided in the Democratic primary than people voted for Nikki Haley. You understand this? Okay? The man won the primary, but not by the same margin Trump won his. And he was running against no one. So Democrats would rather no one than Biden. Okay? This had to infuriate this old fart. Okay? Subsequently, the State of the Union address was last night. I didn't watch it because I just can't sit through that much bullshit in one. It was like an hour and a half or something like that, whatever it was. I seen clips of it on the news. I heard review. It basically was an embarrassment. Okay, I mean the State of the Union for a president, especially somebody like Biden, it should be a fucking layup. Okay? Everything is pre-scripted. It's on a teleprompter. He's been practicing all week. They've limited his activity. They juiced him up with vitamin B12 and Red Bull so he doesn't fall asleep or start slurring his fucking words. And he's squinting. And so this was a 1 hour rant basically by a cranky old man on how he hates Trump. He didn't address any of the concerns in the world. The border, the fact that he doesn't understand how economy works. He's like, economy is the strongest it's ever been. Yeah, since the day you took office, maybe. Not even, okay? Inflation is out of control. Wages are down. This guy's living in a fucking fantasy world. He's blaming the economy on Snickers for putting less candy bars and potato chips for putting less chips in the bag. Oh, it's a shrinkflation. Dude, you fucked up the economy. That's it. So he didn't address anything other than the fact that he hates Trump. He wouldn't say Trump's name. He kept saying, my predecessor, and my predecessor, and my predecessor. Your predecessor actually had the country running like a smooth race car engine. Just perfect. your predecessor, is 10 times the president this fucking retard would ever be. So he mentioned Trump. He mentioned Trump 13 times. So the only thing you can take away from this whole fucking thing is that he hates Donald Trump. No shock there. Okay? Unbelievable. So like everything else that Biden does, the State of the Union was a fucking disaster. All right? And on a lighter note, Saturday Night Live has now, because they're just running out of ideas and Biden is just a complete fucking mess, they just started making fun of him now. Okay? They just started making fun of him. They had I can't post the video because, you know, it'd be a copyright infringement thing, and then I got to fucking deal with that, and then they pulled the channel, and I got to redo it. So I just Google it, but they had this whole thing, like when Newsom was on the news, and he's like, oh yeah, I just spoke with Joe Biden behind the scenes. He's so energetic and he's so technologically advanced. And they had Karine Jean-Pierre saying the same thing. And then they tried to FaceTime him and he couldn't figure out how to use his iPhone. That was the gist of it. I didn't say it was funny, but the fact is, now they're making fun of him too. So there you go. Anyway. Hey man, what are we, is it time? Yeah, it's time, Pops. It's time. You want to introduce it? You goddamn right I want to introduce it. All right, kids, you know what's up? You know what time it is, baby. It's time for Black and White, baby. Well, what are we doing today on Black and White? T, tell him. Okay, Pops, he's very excited. I think he's had too much caffeine. Today on Black and White, we're going to talk about school days. You know what I mean? Like the little children that go to school now? Yeah, and how they behave at school. Oh, that's going to be nice. You know, I love me some children are nice. Children give us hope. You know what I mean? They make the world go around. Well, I don't know about all of these kids, but take a look at this. Take a look at this clip, okay? All right, come on, man. Let's roll the clip.
Shut up.
Makes this reason, you fucking bitch. Don't touch me.
God damn, what the fuck is wrong with these kids? First of all, why can't none of them wear their pants around their ass? Everything under their ass. They go fighting and their pants fall off, their shoes fall off, their hands fall out. What the hell going on here? I don't know, man. These children ain't raised right. You know, I didn't see. Do we have another clip? Do we have a white people clip? Yeah, we have a white people clip. Go ahead, roll the white people clip. You see, them children well behaved. They learning shit. They can read, they can write, they can do math. They're future doctors and lawyers and politicians and shit like that. But what the hell wrong with our people? Why can't they behave themselves? Well, that's not a question that I can answer, Pops. Listen, I don't make the news, I just report it. That's right, baby, that's right. Well, you know what? Everybody have a nice fucking weekend and don't impregnate nobody. That's some good advice, all right? That's some good advice from Pops. Keep it wrapped up. Don't knock anyone up. All right, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Oh, but woo-hoo! First stop, Amityville, Long Island. So last week I mentioned a bunch of kids found some body parts in a park. No big deal. Well, the police came around, they started investigating, and they found out who chopped these people up. Well, they had some leads, right? So they obtained a warrant. They raided the house. It was in Amityville. And they found like blood-soaked clothes, DNA, a fingertip or two, So they arrested all 4 people that were in the house for murder and dismembering a body. So 4 people were arrested in connection with this body parts thing. And subsequently, the next day, they were all released from prison because being that this was their first offense, bail reform kicks in. So apparently, if you murder someone, chop them up, and it's your first go-around, no jail for you. They let them go. Okay, be back in like 6 months for your arraignment. What's happening? Could you imagine these people going back to their house in Amityville? Like, if I was their fucking neighbor, I'd be a little concerned. Just a little bit concerned. All right? Man. All right, next stop, Tennessee. So, in Tennessee, a Christian nightclub opened up. Whoa. Okay? A Christian nightclub. Be still my beating heart. Anyway, this club plays only religious and Jesus rap and religious hip-hop because they want to counter the corny Christian stereotype. Because I guess Christian rock isn't cutting it. I can't imagine why. So yeah, Christian rap and hip-hop. I can only imagine how Jesus bless my bitch, you know what I'm saying, man? I can't even imagine what this is like. I can't. I didn't even want to fucking Google it because God forbid that shit gets stuck in my head. I'd have to kill myself. Anyway, it's not like a regular nightclub, Like, you go there, you listen to Jesus rap, and I guess you'd feel enraptured with the Lord. Maybe they hand out communion after midnight, or after, like when clubs used to have the breakfast buffet. Remember that? Okay, yeah. Instead, they hand out the Eucharist. Anyway, they have rules. Okay? Attendees must be 18 years old. They not allowed to twerk, dance suggestively, drink, or smoke. Wow. This sounds about as much fun as shitting your pants in a heat wave. What the fuck is happening in this world? Really, I don't know. All right, next stop, Seattle, Washington. So Monica Lewinsky, you remember her? That little presidential cocksucker, is now modeling women's business attire, which will most likely be worn by trannies. And I gotta tell you, she looks pretty good. She looks good, okay? You heard of models sucking cock to get a job? But this presidential cocksucker models so she doesn't have to suck dick. Good for you, Monica. Good for you. Mazel. Good things. Okay. Last stop. Hollywood, baby. So 81-year-old Harrison Ford, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, went for a colonoscopy. And no, that's not the news. So he went for a colonoscopy, and as they were putting him under, he said they were playing the Indiana Jones theme song. Dun, 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 dun. That's weird. Okay? If somebody was putting me out and they're going to probe my ass, like if I'm Harrison Ford and just the last thing that I hear before the lights go out, okay, is the Indiana Jones theme song, I'm going to be a bit concerned. Okay? I'd be a little concerned that they're going to try to find a lost ark in there. All right? I can only imagine. Fucking doctor's probably wearing a hat and a whip, taking selfies with Harrison's 81-year-old wrinkled ass. If I was him, and the second I would have hopped up off that fucking table and go, nope, done, goodbye. This is why. People tell me, after 40, you should get a colonoscopy. No, my ass is perfectly fine, okay? It's exit only. I don't need people putting the camera up there. No, not for me. Sorry, okay? It's unnatural. It's not necessary. Okay, 81 years old. What? You're 81. What the fuck? What are you worried about, okay? If you don't have ass cancer by now, you're good. Knock it off. Guy doesn't even eats vegetables all fucking day. Anyway, kids, a sports update. Okay, MLB. So, we're not going to talk about spring training, but we are going to talk about the Phillies. Philadelphia's own. So the Phillies are doing, this is a heartbreaking story, by the way. It is. The Phillies are doing away with Dollar Dog and Dollar Beer Night because of a food fight that occurred last year at Citizens Bank Park, which I talked about last summer. You know, Dollar Dog Night, So a bunch of these fucking Phillies fans, because they're all animals in Philadelphia, these fucking fans. I don't know what's wrong with them. I like the team, the Phillies. More specifically, I like the team because I love the ballpark. I think it's a great venue. And they do it right. You know, they don't try to fucking bang you over the head. Like, you could take your family there and have a good time without spending a small fortune. And Dollar Dog Night, you know, lends to that. So, you know, rather than, you know, if you don't have, you know, a lot of scratch, you can take your kids to a fucking game. The tickets are reasonable. And for like, you know, $3-4, you feed the whole fucking family. Not bad, right? Have a couple of beers yourself. I mean, granted, it's Miller Lite, but, you know, you're driving. So they're doing away with it because a few fucking fans got crazy in the stands, started throwing hot dogs at each other. What the fuck, people? This is why we can't have nice things. A few bad apples spoil the whole fucking bunch. All right, NHL. Rangers play the Blues Saturday at 7:30. Islanders versus the Ducks Sunday at 8. NBA, Nets and Hornets Saturday at 7. Knicks and Magic tonight at 7:30. And Bulls and Clippers Saturday at 4 o'clock. And just a little extra taste on the sports section. Boxing. So apparently this morning, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson signed a contract to have a fight, which will be aired live on Netflix July 20th. It's supposed to take place in Arlington, Texas. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Is this kid fucking stupid? I mean, is he fucking retarded? No, granted, yeah, Mike Tyson's an older guy. What is he, in his 60s now? This motherfucker could still hit like a freight train. Just Google his training videos. He still trains in his underwear, which is a little off-putting, because you just see his cock flying around in there, which nobody wants to see that, okay? But man, this guy fucking he can still fucking hit. He's fast, and he's fucking strong. Let me tell you something. There's very few people. I used to box myself back in the day, and I know a thing or two about throwing hands. There's not many people that I wouldn't square up with. Mike Tyson is definitely one of them. This motherfucker can hit. Okay, he can't box, but he can hit. He's a puncher. He's not a boxer. Like, there was always that thing, like, what would happen if Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson got in the ring? I'll tell you what would happen. If Mike Tyson landed a punch on Muhammad Ali within the first 2 or 3 rounds, Ali's going down. He ain't getting up. Okay? He'll rattle his cage. See, Ali was a boxer. He could hit, but he was more of a boxer. He had footwork. So if Ali, you know, danced around Tyson for about 3-4 rounds, wore him out, then he would kill him. But if Mike Tyson hits you within the first, like, 2 or 3 rounds, that's it, cuz you ain't getting up. Now, this motherfucking kid, Jake Paul, he's not, I've seen him fight. I'm not impressed. Like, I'm not impressed. In his own weight class, he'd get his ass kicked. Mike Tyson is going to fucking kill him. He's like, literally, it'll be watching a murder in real time. I can't wait. I am so excited by this. I can't wait. Okay? It's been a long time since I've seen a good fight. Let me tell you something. The only thing you want to hit Mike Tyson with is either a truck or a shotgun. And you better double tap just in case, because this motherfucker, I'm telling you, he is not... Iron Mike, baby. Iron Mike. He's going to kick this fucking kid's ass. I can't wait to see this shit. All right, kids, on Tommy's Public Rub Review. So last week I mentioned a bunch of places that I have to check out. I already started. So I mentioned that there's a burger joint. It's like a little burger stand over in East Meadow called Burger City. All right? And it was voted best burger on Long Island, 2 years standing. It unseated my spot, All-American in Massapequa, so naturally I had to go check it out. So I went Saturday afternoon. I was a little hungry. It was a little late in the afternoon. I had nothing to do. It was raining. I said, let me go over there. Now, they have a very simple menu, kind of like All-American. Single, double, and then, like, you know, a double quarter pounder. They had like a double quarter pounder with bacon and cheese. And you would think that's got my name written all over it. I didn't go for that one because I wasn't super hungry. I just wanted to taste. So I just had a simple double cheeseburger. I figured that's their signature thing. Let me try that. If it's good, then I'll come back and try something else. So I will say this: it was actually very good. Fresh meat, not frozen. They're smash burgers basically. Okay, griddled patties. They take the chopped onions, the steamed onions. They put them on top of the patty, and then they put the cheese on it, and they melt it, and they put the pickles and the ketchup and all that shit on a nice steamed bun. It was a good burger. I will say this. It wasn't as good as All American. There's something about All American. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's way, way, way better. But this was very good. I will absolutely go back there again. It was a delightful experience. The French fries, not hand cut. I was a little disappointed by that. A place like that, I would think they'd be doing hand cut fries. If they are, they don't say it. Like usually, if they have hand cut fries, they don't. They'll tell you. But the fries are tossed in like a little seasoned flour or cornstarch just to give them a little extra crunch. Which is why I know they weren't hand cut because they didn't do the double fry. Like I said, if they do hand cut them, they don't mention it. So I'm like 98% sure they're frozen French fries, but they were okay. They weren't bad. I got a black and white shake. Okay, so it's like a stand. That's how you try a burger joint like that. Double cheeseburger, French fries, black and white shake. That's how you figure out, what kind of joint you're in. I would have liked the black and white shake to be mixed a little bit more. I'm just going to say, it wasn't bad. I would have just liked it to spun a little bit more. I am glad that they didn't fucking put whipped cream on top. I hate that. Like, when you order a milkshake and they turn it into a fucking whipped cream does not go on a fucking milkshake. Okay? It just doesn't. It doesn't happen. It ruins it. Okay? Because you put that non-dairy fucking overly sweetened cream on top of it, and then it melts into it, and it just, all you're tasting is fucking like corn syrup. It fucking makes me violent. Okay, so I'm glad they didn't do that. But all in all, I'll give the place a good solid 7.2. Okay, it was a good joint. Definitely go check it out. Like I said, fresh, packed, fast. The place for a fucking rainy Saturday afternoon was busy, You go in, you put your order in, it's made to order. So you don't have patties lined up ready to go. So they cook everything to order, which I like. They give you a little ticket, you go wait on the side, they call your number, you pick up your order. You could sit there and eat. They have a couple tables, not a lot, or you could take it to go. It's a better fast food. It's better than a fast food burger. Okay, so you think of fast food burgers, you think of burgers like McDonald's. We're not sure if it's actually meat in there, but this was actually really good. So I won't say it's better than All American. Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know. I didn't think it was better than All American, but I will say it was very good. Definitely a good solid 7.2 score. Get out there, check it out. Burger City, Hempstead Turnpike, East Meadow, right in the Lidl and Home Depot parking lot there. Okay, so if you know where Zachary's and Chelsea Street used to be, it's in that parking lot. Very good. If they open late at night, well, if those clubs were still there and they stayed open late, place would probably make a mint. But go check it out. Still got some more to go, though, right? Okay, on what the fuck is that? You heard me mention. I'm going to say it again. We're going to talk about sharticles. What are sharticles? Okay? Like what this kid did in the fucking toilet. The sharticles are just like poop fragments. Okay? They're like shit particles. Okay? Or shit sparkles. Whatever the fuck you want to call them. The leftover residue. Like if you take a really aggressive shit, sometimes you see sharticles stuck to the side of the toilet. Like when you go to flush the bowl, like they don't want to go. Okay? Like if you eat a lot of protein, that could happen. All right? But it's one thing if you got to deal with your own, but when you got to deal with other people's sharticles, no bueno. Okay? No bueno. That's what a sharticle is. It's disgusting. Okay? It's disgusting. Which, again, fucking this kid, like I said, He traumatized me. He turned the fucking toilet into the Amityville Horror. Every time you flushed it, it won't stop. It just won't stop. It's like fucking days later. It's still bleeding shit. Horrible. Sharticles. Okay? Okay, kids on Right or Racist. Data collected from the Facebook dating app Are You Interested shows that Asian women respond to white men more often than they respond to men of any other race. Yellow fever? Sounds more like white fever to me. Oh, we don't like a small egg roll. We want a big egg roll with job. All right, kids at BSA. Back to fucking toilet bowl etiquette. Listen, I said this before. Like, I don't understand why this kid had to come. First thing, he walks in, has to take a shit. Like, people do this sometimes at work, you know? Like, if you're working in an office, people come to work, the first thing they do, they put their shit down, they go into the bathroom 15, 20 minutes, and their ass is exploding like a fucking nuclear warhead, okay? What is wrong with people? First of all, do that at home. Shit break. Like, I've never had to go someplace and take a shit. Okay? Rarely. Like, usually something is wrong. Okay? Shit in the morning. You eat at night, you shit in the morning, that's it. In the event of an emergency, okay, things happen. Don't make it a fucking habit, but there are certain things that you do to prevent what happened this week. One, if you're planning on shitting, or there's a good chance you're gonna shit while you're out, okay, always carry matches with you. Okay, because as soon as you take a shit, it's gonna stink. Okay, when you're done emptying your bowels, courtesy flush. Where are we? What are we, fucking animals? Flush that thing. So at least that gets pushed down the fucking drain. Light a couple matches. The sulfur in the match eats up all the fucking stink in the room. You throw that in the toilet. And then you wipe yourself nice. And then you flush. That way, if you flush the shit before it fucking has a chance to coagulate, there's less of a chance, if not no chance at all, that you're going to clog up someone's toilet. Okay? I mean, if you're taking like aggressive gorilla shits, maybe you should think twice about leaving your house. Okay? If you're out and about, okay, like if you're in an office setting or there's like 1-2 bathrooms that you know multiple people are going to use, don't shit there. Okay? You ever hear you never shit where you eat? Don't shit there. Go someplace else. Like, go to a diner. Leave. Go to a diner. Go to a coffee shop. Use their fucking bathroom. Ruin their day. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a little trick. When I'm on the road seeing clients, if in the event I have to take a crap, all right, I look for the nearest Starbucks. They have a fairly clean bathroom. It's semi-private, okay? You can take your jacket off, hang it up on the hook, nice. They have the little sanitary seats that you got to put down. Just be careful if it has one of those like automatic flushing toilets, tear the little middle part out. Because you put it down, you turn around, the fucking thing flushes, pulls the goddamn paper down. It's like a fucking Laurel and Hardy thing, okay? So tear the center out, put it down, map the area off nice, and then proceed. Flush the toilet when you're done taking a shit, then wipe yourself up nice. Always carry wet wipes with you if you're on the road and there's a good chance that you're going to take a shit, okay? Or when you go into the bathroom, get a handful of toilet paper, wet it, put it on the side, okay? Save that as the finisher. I can't believe at 46 years old I have to tell fucking adults how to properly take a shit, you fucking savages. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.